Hello, hey, how's it going? This is Exercise Nick, and welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome to the Exercise Nick show. Woo, yeah, what a day. God bless this day, and I hope this day is going really good with you. Today on the stream, we are going to continue doing the mock-up of McConan, but then we're going to break away. Right, we're gonna break away. We're gonna go back into some level design there. I have a huge door that we were that we were doing for the level, and then we need the main arena. So we're gonna get back to that. So guys, let's get right into it. So let's go. Okay, firing a blender here. Okay, so just like the time right there, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see some a countdown in white. We're gonna spend that much time on this, and then we're gonna switch over to game development. Excuse me, guys. Yeah. I'm gonna just start working on different parts of the body. Okay, so I'm gonna work on the top half. This shirt here. Just jump in there. Let's grab that out. Something like that. Something like this. And everything in between. I'm gonna duplicate this. Oh, let's separate it. It's all good. Let's just give this a name, shirt. And let's put things in collections. I'm gonna select his head here. Okay, let's put in a new collection. Head. Okay. Let's put the rest of this stuff away. Let's put this in a working. Call this working. And this could stay in this collection. Let's just rename this collection as model. Excuse me. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Again, we're just going for the look of things. Let's just get right in there and just start working on this thing. Let's add a. So we have a mirror modifier. Let's add a subdivision surface. Just keep that subdivision surface of 1 for now. You could also tell it to latch on like that. Okay, I think we're ready to rock here. So take a look at this. I want to add another thing in here. We're just gonna work with things as we see them, and we could always, get down to things being. We could always sort things out later. Excuse me. Okay, so it's all about how fast you could do like a little tweaking and that kind of thing. We're going to use Blender's proportional editing also. Okay, I'm going to come with a K. Right now we're just looking to try to get like some forms happening in here. Let's just cut that right there. Excuse me. A little tight in the chest. We'll loosen that up once we start to put the body together a little bit more. Just like the abs. Okay, we gotta start thinking about abs here. Of course, we'll try to simulate some of the wrinkles and stuff by, you know, cutting into the thing. So you're supposed to probably have some wrinkles here by the arm and all that sort of stuff. Let's so we can get an arm working. Okay, we want to line these things up here a bit. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, pull this here like so. Just that. We'll adjust these things as we go along. Something like that. Let's just go take a look at what mess we made. Yup. Okay, we have another thing here we need to add some more points to. Let's bring this up here. We could do like this. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you could join from, okay, I didn't know that. Just go ahead and just cut that. Okay. scale that up a bit. Okay, if you hear the music stopping and going, it's basically this player I have is crashing. So I'm going to, in the meantime, try to transfer some files. So it may be crashing because it's pulling from a drive, but the drive should be fast enough. But maybe it just doesn't like to do that. So maybe it doesn't like to dive so deep for the music. So I'm gonna move this out of here while we do this, guys. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, let's grab this stuff up. Let's copy and paste. Okay, right up in here. Space that in there. Okay. Give me a second here, guys. Alright, let's see. We gotta bring all these things closer. That right there, scale that up. I think I need one more cut here. I think like I want this to go up. As I said, you know, we'll do this stuff and worry about the consequences later. Which is the worst way to do this, but you're working on polygons. It's kind of like, it's very rigid, right? Let's see. Maybe let's do that. Let's do that for now. We could look at all these other things connect later. Okay, oh, seems like my music is copied. Okay, let's try this one more time. Maybe that was the problem with Rhythm Box. Let's see if we can bring Rhythm Box back, guys. Ah, good old Rhythm Box. Okay, I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, it loads all your music. I don't know if there's a way to offload stuff here. Let's go preferences. Okay. Browse all, browse, import, edit. Oh, wait a minute. If you select edit, you can right click or just remove, right? Okay, this is great. It did that quick, like it really wanted to. Okay, let's import strictly from the music folder here. I want to see what I have in here. I have samples, stream music. Okay. So this is strictly the music folder. Let me just do that real quick, guys. I'm sorry to do this on stream, but I gotta find solutions. So yeah, so the stream should be perfect. There should be no drop frames, anything like that. I just updated like my whole thing got updated. I would say I updated it. The whole thing got updated, switched out. It may have been on my internet service provider side. So they gave me all new equipment and everything like that. They even boosted my internet speed, so you know, by some more megabytes, so for free. So let's see how this works out. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, let's just play this and we'll sort out a list at some other point. Like I kind of don't want this touching here, so maybe I pull another loop. Okay guys, alright, we're on track now. We are good to go. Hey, 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 hey. We might break out some proportional editing in a minute to kind of smoothen out some of these cuts. So what the one thing about polygon modeling, it forces you to think about the cuts that you're making for the character, like these, like where you're placing these things. It's almost like you're doing like a retopo and building the mesh at the same time. Let's see if we can be smart about that one. Yeah, that was smart. So if you ever like try to like model a character in Blender and you're looking to do it without sculpting, polygonal polygon modeling here is the way that, you know, is the way it's been done for a while, right? But there's different methods. There's a few different methods. I've seen where people just start with a single vertex, start from the eye of a character and just model their way out to the entire body. Don't be discouraged if like you're starting to do your thing and it doesn't look 100%, because what happens is that each part of modeling a character with polygons here is literally like its own kind of discipline. It takes practice. That's why I'm doing this, because I don't want to fall out of practice. It's kind of like I'm trying to remember where my roots came from. So it's all about edge flow, right? How the edge flows across the surface. Notice I'm modeling in 3D. I'm not in like the autographic modes, poking around too much. At least not in this stage of the game. You want to stay freeform, and small tweaks go a long way. So you don't want to make like a big move on a point to get a shape. You know, you want to make small moves. That's my tip. Okay, so notice I'm trying to get this as pinched together and this as flared out as possible. Then actually what's supposed to happen here, so if you have these kind of zigzaggy forms, you want to kind of get rid of that. This part here is supposed to go a lot more in. Just see if we can get that. Let's bring that in a bit. It's supposed to truly be more flared. So to flatten this part out here a bit. Oh. I'm not letting the fact that I have some weird topology, some weird cuts here slow me down. I'm just gonna go right ahead and just continue working. And you know, we are mindful of like keeping the topology like as many as quads as possible, but at the same time we're just gonna keep trucking forward. Okay, let's bring this a little tighter, and I'm gonna bring this line down here. Okay. Let's do this. I want to cut this across like so. Yeah. As we go along, we'll just sort this stuff out as best as we can. Let's do a little bit of cleanup. Let's clean this up, clean that up. Bring that up a little bit higher. I need another cut for there. So far the back is getting a lot and the front doesn't have nearly enough. So we could probably try to merge one of these into like here like that. Let's do that. Let's get rid of the stragglers. Okay, I'm gonna merge this here. Just bring this a little closer. Okay, there we go. Okay, bring this back here a bit. This so we can split the difference. Something like that. Let's bring this here back a bit. Continuously kind of splitting the difference. But it's only like bringing it like half and half kind of thing. Just get rid of these edges here. Okay, so I'm looking to see what to do with this part here, but you know, let's not sort that out. I think that'll slow us down. I'm just sliding the edge along. That's what that slide edge thing was kind of made for. I'm looking at how the edges flow like around here on the volume. Let's bring this back. I'm gonna start bringing some of these back here. Okay, we only have 22. We only have 22 minutes. Hey Mason, how's it going? I know you've been lurking for a little bit there. At least I assumed that you were looking. Hey, how's it going? Good afternoon, sir. I know the stream started maybe like half hour late or something. But you know, I had things that, you know, I was in the middle of there. And one of those things that I actually got a little bit of rest. You know, so I'm feeling pretty good right now to work on the stream here. And how is the stream for you right now? Is it nice and smooth? It should be. I did everything I could. All smooth. Yeah. Yep. Yes, sirree. All good. Yeah. That's great. Come on, guys. Flocking, flocking. I was just talking about like modeling characters with just straight up polygons. I think it's a practice that's you know, it's almost not needed for a character these days because you could just sculpt a character and just understanding the form. But I think like just doing like a straight polygon character is still kind of good to know. What do you think about that? Has anyone out there who watches the stream try to do something like this? And it's not easy, and I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it definitely is fun. You never sculpted a character in your life? Oh wow. For some reason I thought you did. So you've only done polygon modeling like this? Let's get rid of this extra edge here. See guys, and now I'm looking and I'm picking through like what should be cut and that kind of thing, which is the better way to do it. It didn't go well. And hopefully, you know, hopefully what I'm doing here with polygon modeling, you know, could kind of help a little bit. So at least, you know, you have a reference. You can say, hey, you know, like X-Nick, the way he was doing it was like this or like that. You know, hopefully I'll be the guy to kind of inspire you. Inspire you to take another stab at it. So if you notice something guys, it's all about tweaking, right? So I've been doing like a lot of tweaking in here. right? And yeah, the form is a little exaggerated. Like I have his pecs in there. His pecs is a little exaggerated, and you know, cause we need to kind of sculpt form, you know, and then we can make it look like clothes and stuff. We could get more detail in here. All right, look at this. So I'm gonna do kind of like a bicep-y kind of thing. So I'm gonna select this thing. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, and all of a sudden you get like the bulges bicep kind of thing. Oh, how did I make the chest? Oh, so what I did, I took the knife tool. Right, there's a knife tool in Blender, and I went right ahead with the knife tool and kind of cut into here. Look, I'm gonna do the chest. So I'm gonna select these. I'm gonna move these along here a bit so that the chest has a little more of that action going on there. I'm gonna pull back the pecs a bit. This pecs is a little too prominent. His chest. Grab one. Pull. Oops. I'll break out the knife tool again. You'll see me use it. It's all about the form. So if you notice, I'm constantly rotating when I'm doing this. That's okay. I'll try to tell you guys like what I'm looking at while I'm rotating. Okay, I'll try my best. Okay, let me get this music down a bit. Sorry about that. I didn't realize it was so loud. Okay, so let's come in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and save. And look, we have anatomy things here, so you could like see where certain things want to happen. And it's always good to kind of hint a little bit at your anatomy. So this is a perfect front view, perfect side view, and this back is a little too much. I think the back here is a little too bulgy right here. Okay. I'm going to select these groups of vertices right here. So I'm looking at the silhouette. Okay, so the reason why I went into this view is because I'm looking at the outline of the character here. And his back almost looks like a chest right here. This is his back. So I'm going to bring these in. Just going to move them in a bit. Alright, this is going to create all kinds of havoc, but what we care about is the profile. Alright, bring those in a bit. Let's come back. Let's go back into shaded mode. Right, and then the reason why I'm rotating like this because straight lines like this in a mesh is not good. So I'm gonna pull them out and kind of get them to curve slightly. And this line here is curving in a particular way. It's curving towards the middle of the back, which is kind of the middle of your back right here. Is a little bit more in, a little bit lower in. So I'm just hinting at those things by just rotating and looking and moving the vertice. Like I'm moving the vertice. See that? Like I can move it like that. Just move it. Little tweaks. So if you're modeling correct, little tweaks. Now everybody has a different way of doing these things, but this is how I do it. And of course, the way that you polygon model, it's actually gonna be kind of like your style, right? So you know when people model things with polygons, you know they go for realism sometimes, but most times it's something slightly stylistic, you know, stylized, and this character here is stylized for sure. The style is my friend's style, the guy who made it. What's that, Mason? Let's see here. I sent I sent the upper back meant to be a little bulgy. Yeah. Meant to be a little bulgy. Yeah. It's just kind of like all to do like Mason. It's all to do with like, it's all to do with like the volume of the character. And when you're doing humans, it's kind of like you don't want like a lot of straight lines. You want things to be slightly curvy. See, like right here, this is a straight line going across the top. That's not really that good. So I'm going to bring this here like this, and just kind of curve this line like so. Bring this down a bit. Right, and I'm going to go in the top view here, and I'm going to curve it. So I'm going to bring this out here a bit. Bring this out here a little bit more. I'm just going to have it curve. Same thing with like these parts here. I'm going to pull them out a bit. You know. Okay. Yeah, pull that out a bit. Straighten this up. You need some straight lines, but you don't need like not everything is straight. You don't want to waste. What they're basically trying to do is with the least amount of polygons, you're trying to get the shape of what the character looks like. So that's the best description, I think. The least amount of polygons. Okay. And you want the quads to be kind of even going all the way through. So you're not just adding like detail for detail's sake, right? Because sometimes when you add too much detail, it's hard to model a character. You want to keep it as low poly as you can handle. This is the as lowest poly as I can handle for now. Or the highest poly I can handle for now. Alright. Remember, when you're polygon modeling, low poly meshes make low poly modeling makes high poly meshes later. Yeah, I put a subdivision up modifier so I could check him. I could check the form itself. I'm not checking to see if it looks detailed, but I want to see what the form looks like when it's smoothed out. And that's another trick. I'll show you here in a minute. So Mason, did you send me something in Discord? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think I believe there should be another cut right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of make that. Now, this is the sections that I'm thinking for this guy. I'll show you guys here in a minute. Let's kind of even this part here out. Let's do this. Okay, so the sections of this guy, I'm gonna bring his chest in a bit. The sections for this guy is this. It's like his upper pecs, his shoulder here, his biceps in here, his rib cage. This is his rib cage. This is his abs or stomach right here. So that's kind of like how I'm thinking about this. These vertices here gotta be distributed. This is his back, his upper back, his lower back, his mid back. This is his mid right here. Normally these vertices like on the back supposed to be a little bit more in, but because he's wearing clothes, right? So in the end, we'll probably end up destroying. We'll end up destroying most of this because we're gonna probably do some cross cuts and try to get some like some wrinkle happening. But even in the drawing, you can see where he's hinting that the clothes is tighter on the character opposed to other parts. So some parts are loose, like around the stomach. Some parts here in the chest is tight. That's kind of a thing. makes you want to work out. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Oh boy. My brother told me, my brother Nigel, he told me, like, you know, one time, he's like, Nick, stop drawing superheroes. You gotta be the superhero. Go work out in the gym. Or just work out, period. It doesn't have to be in the gym. You know, build up those muscles. You gotta be a superhero. Okay, I'm just fixing the middle vertices rows there. Okay, so we kind of pull it together a little bit. We're trying to get like the way how this looks right here. I think the top is wide. We could bring the top in a bit, just a little bit. Okay, so this is what the subdivision surface is gonna do with this guy. We gotta make a cut here also for his shirt. I don't want to get to that point as yet. I want to make sure and really kind of describe his body as if like the whole thing is fitting tight, and then we're gonna loosen it up. I'm gonna turn the subdivision surface on. See, this is what it does. We could take a look at that. I don't know what's going on here. Why is that? I don't know why that is a problem. What's this? Oh, no apparent reason. Now let's select everything. Right click. Where's Oh, let's do this. Let's do flat shade first. Okay. Why is it taking that angle like that? Oops. Okay, so this is why I have subdivision surface there. Is to basically adjust the model in subdivisions like this. Let's go smooth by angle. Okay, that's probably why. Let's just do a smooth. Oh, smooth by angle. What angle is this? Hold on. Smooth by angle. Oh, this is 30. Should be fine. Oh, there's some hard stuff going on. No, that's what smooth by angle does. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Clear sharp. I don't know why it's doing this thing up here. It's really concerning. Whatever, I'm gonna leave it alone. Anyways, yeah, so this is what the subdivision surface does. It actually gives you like a smoothed mesh right here, if you guys could see. And then I like to tweak things based upon this mesh also. So I tweak things in the low poly, turn the subdivision on, and then tweak things in this mode. We could turn proportional editing on, and that's up here in the viewport. This thing, proportional editing, I'm gonna click it to turn it on. There you go, like that. Let me zoom back out. And there's different profiles for this, right? I'm not gonna get fancy and choose all these profiles. Nope. You're just gonna stick with the default. At least that's what I'm doing. I'm not saying that you guys should follow along. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm doing. Right? And we're always gonna try to get like the form of this guy right here. I'm gonna try to get that form just by using this. So I'm gonna look around on this, and anything that looks sus, we're just gonna like. So you saw the proportional editing. It's gonna affect like more than one vertex. So I'm gonna select that one, press G, and scroll your mouse wheel to get the brush size for the proportional editing. Let's do like that size. Alright, and I'm looking at how the lines are. So. The chest supposed to be bulgy out. The back should be flat, but not so flat where you don't see anything. So you see, like right here, I could tell that I probably need to grab this and bring this in a bit to get some of that back shoulder action. Because shoulders wanna do something like that. We could fix the middle part later. We don't have to get bent out of shape on that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we don't have to like. So I'm looking at the top here. I'm looking at the how the back flows like this. Okay. The shoulder should be, the back of the shoulder here should be something happening. Should be bulged. Oops. Let's stick with this side here. Something like that. Let's continue to do that. Let's bring this part up. So you know you want it to look like a back, right? Now if you want to know what like an actual back looks like, you could look at what actual back looks like. You could look at these anatomy things, and you could also take a picture of yourself and just look at how your back contours and stuff like that. So, you know, I've spent considerable time in the past just kind of looking at like the form of a human being, especially women, right? Especially women. But, you know, because, you know, as a guy, sometimes you don't realize, you know, the differences in the body that much, you know. That's only why. But, you know, as a guy, you have your own body, and if you look at yourself in the mirror, you could quickly see how things come together. So I try not to stare too much, you know. So thank God for, like, you know, online there's services that actually take photographs of models, you know, women and men and old people and older people, excuse me, older people and younger people and stuff like that. There's actually several services actually, and you could get like anatomy. You know, you could get like how they're looking close. And if you're modeling for the first time, I would say get something like that and model that. Now there's a special way you want to set that up, and I'll show you guys in a minute. But let's see what we could do. Oh, we only have 1 minute and 23 seconds. 20 and counting. We only have 1 minute, guys, left on this. So after this, I will show you guys what I mean by getting those kind of reference images. I'll show you guys my reference images and where I got them. You can look up stuff online, but if you want to be really specific, you could get a service that specifies in certain things. And I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So I'm just kind of rounding things out. You notice I'm just moving one vertex, but it's affecting a bunch, which is what you want. And I'm just kind of looking at a form, right? I believe this, oops, excuse me. I believe this part's supposed to come a little bit more in, because the pecs need to be a little bit more in. So you see, now, it almost feels like we're sculpting slightly, right? I'll move that a bit. Let's bring this in a bit. Let's bring this out a bit. It's all about the tweak. It's all about tweaking. Okay, let's do that. And I'm just looking for the way how things flow. Right. Now these tweaks are subtle, but they all add up, like for real. So don't think I'm wasting time. Make the brush a little smaller so I could do a little more specific things here. Okay, we're gonna bring this shoulder part here down. So this is what the subsurface is for. Just giving you an idea. It's more of a preview of how this stuff could look. at a higher resolution. Let's start to bring in the back here a bit. Okay, so now I need the brush to be a little bit bigger. I'm gonna press G, scroll it. Oh, look at that, guys. 1 hour has passed. I'm just gonna finish up here, and then we're gonna move on to some level editing. And remember, take your time. You don't have to do everything in one go. I think that's another thing that that helped me when it comes to modeling, is that as much as I would like to do everything in one shot, uh, you got to build yourself up to that. So I'm moving the back in closer. So okay, let's bring this back. Okay, so there's a lot of tweaking that needs to happen to this guy. A lot. Let's bring this whole thing in here. Let's bring this part here out. Okay. I don't need to screw around with that, but I'm just screwing around with it. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, let's pull that down. It's kind of like almost getting the shoulder blades a little bit, but that's, it's going to be looser. We're going to loosen the clothes up after all of this kind of thing. So yeah, so like you see, I get kind of like a form happening, right? I'm looking for his stomach. His stomach actually pooches out. Comes out a bit here, a little bit here. You want this to kind of duck in here a bit. Just bring that up a bit. How do you want this kind of flow to happen? And of course, we need more cuts. I think we need another cut along the rib cage here, and another cut along the collar, where the collarbone is here. We need one more cut right here. We could just do that right here, even in let's just do that to kind of end that right there. Right, then we need to cut the actual shape out of his tunic out, which is this shape. That's not a big deal. And then, once we kind of get we want the overall shape to happen, then we'll start like cutting things out, and then we'll do, we don't need to do this fancy design as yet on here. We don't have to even do that in mesh. Okay guys, so I'm gonna turn off the subdivision, and this is what the mesh, underlying mesh looks like. See, like that's the tweaks. So you'll notice like some things look kind of crazy, like right here. I'll show you guys something. So you see how this zigs up and zigzags down. I'm just gonna move that point and bring it down. Oh, let's turn on proportional modeling. Just press O. Proportional editing, sorry. And I'm gonna bring this guy so it kind of flows smooth. And that's all you gotta do, is just tweak the low poly so things are not crazy. Because once you do that little trick there with the subdivision, you might get some things that look crazy. Okay, let's fix the middle part here. Just scale X 0, and let's move that to the center of the screen, 0, so everything merges nicely. All right, so I'm just gonna go, and you just want to constantly, what I'm doing by rotating is inspecting the polygons on here. Remember I said I wanted a cut here, so I'm going to use a knife tool, press K, right? I'm going to cut here, 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 here. Cut this. You see, so the knife tool. I'm just cutting these edges in half. Cut. Okay, bam. All right, so now I can move this point here down a bit. Just make this a little more in the middle. I'm rotating to make sure things are like nice and smooth, and the small of the back. We could look into the small of the back later. I think that's what they call it. Okay, we're gonna move this up here a bit. I'm gonna merge these points. Okay. So see this right here? We could use this. We're gonna try to, you know, use as much of this as possible. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna take this guy, these guys here, and just kind of move them forward, so you get that rib cage kind of look right there. Let's just kind of arc this. I'm gonna bring this kind of into submission there a bit. Bring this guy right here. How did the cape end up? I haven't done anything on the cape as of yet. But I've been thinking about it though. I've been thinking about the technical stuff on it, and I actually looked up online what other people have done. You know, especially for Batman. And there's definitely a lazy rig. You could do like a lazy rig that simulates cloth. So I think it's definitely a mixture between the cloth simulation and some kind of lazy chain bone, like a tail, like a bunch of those. I think that you might end up doing something like that, like those two things combined. I call it lazy. What would people call that? I'll show you what I mean. Let me just cap this off here. Alright, I'm gonna slide those edges. GG. Slide it. And this here. Okay. It's kind of like what they use for like doing tails and stuff. You know. Like dynamic bones or something. So one thing I've learned is like when you're doing polygon modeling, as you see something that looks like it needs to be tweaking, just tweak it. Right? As you're rotating around, you're like, oh, that looks really bad. Like, just tweak it. You know, just move it in the place where it should be. See, something like that. Okay, we're getting into the smaller the back here with the buttocks. So these curves will start to curve down slightly. It's like right there, that could be his butt right there by curving it down like this. But this is a shirt, right? His butt is lower, but I'm still gonna hint at it by curving these down into like a crevice right there. See that? And then you gotta split the difference with this again, meaning that you're bringing this in the middle, GG, to slide. You grab these, GG, in the middle, kinda. Just tweak this one. Do this, okay, so you see, kind of like that. Okay, so we could do a whole lot more to this. For now, we're gonna end it because the time is up. Okay, this is what we got so far. Let's bring the head back in position. Okay. Okay, as you could tell, we still need a lot of work on his overall appearance. Like his shoulder should be a little more sloped. This looks a little too jackety, so I'll bring it in. Let's see, let's scale this. Scale X, let's bring that in slightly. Something like so. Supply scales, rotation scales. Scale, oh, sorry, select that. Scale X. Don't be afraid to like give it everything an overall scale. Nothing's wrong with that. His shoulders need like tweaking, so I'm just gonna select this part here. For his shoulder, I'm gonna put a proportion editing on real quick. Right, while we got it, we're gonna work on it like real quick. Press G so you can see the brush size. Let's scale that up where you need it. I need it right there, so I'm gonna select this. Grab, gonna move down his shoulder a bit. Just a little bit. Maybe it's too low, I'm not sure. But we could let's bring that back up. Excuse me. I'm looking. Maybe his trunk is too wide. Grab. Bring that in a bit. Grab. Let's bring that in a bit. Okay, his collar should be up a little bit higher. Grab. Let's move that up a bit. Stick on the Z. And I'm going graphically, like what I'm seeing in here graphically. Let's bring this down. Right about there. Press G again, let's make this brush size a little smaller. Right, we're just adjusting things where they feel like it's gonna be okay. Notice how I'm adjusting the shoulder here. And I'm just doing this based upon like what I'm seeing here in silhouette, right? It's not finals. Okay, now if you rotate, we'll see what mess we did. There's no mess, guys. Okay, see that there? Bring this down, back up. Bring this up a bit. Make this brush a little bit smaller. It's not a brush, the proportional editing area. That's what it is. Will not mislead anyone who's probably just watching. And we did use some sculpt tools for the face there. We didn't actually sculpt the face, but we just used the tools to move, push some vertices around in a nice way. And we could do that too with the thing here, with the shirt. If you look, notice some. Okay, so let's go to the side view here real quick. So my brother reminded me that the slope of his jaw here is supposed to be the slope of your chest. You know, it's just a little trick that they do in comics to make somebody look very superhero-like, believe it or not. So I'm trying to get that same angle, slope, at least close to it. It doesn't have to be, my thing is, you know, it doesn't have to be, you know, set in stone. It just has to be close. And guys, this is not a tutorial. This is just me talking my process through. So if anyone out there gets any benefit from it, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm happy with that. You see, as this split here is going into that, it's gonna probably look very much like that. So I'm going to let's just close this up. We're not going to add any cuts or any details in here. We just want the form. Okay, turn proportional editing off. I'm going to scale everything on the Z-axis, bring it nice and flat, and let's bring this in the middle again. Okay. Okay, so everything is nice, and so this is looking a lot better. He's getting there. We could still obviously tweak his upper chest and make it a little wider. We could do a lot more tweaking, but we're gonna leave this like this for now because it's starting to come along pretty okay, right? You know, we probably need more of a neck, but we'll see more of his neck once we cut in. Once we do this nice cut here of pattern or whatever it is that he has right here, right? His hair still needs tweaking. The volume here, I think, should be a little more pulled forward. You know what I mean by that? It's kind of like just bring the whole thing. If like I was to grab like this point up here or that point right there maybe, and let's try that point, and I put on that proportional G. Let's scale that up. Let's just see. Okay, so this affects a lot. Okay, so now if I go to like a perfect side view, I think the whole thing needs to come forward like that. Right. I think that's what needs to happen. And this whole back part here needs to come in. Okay. Small tweaks, guys, small tweaks. I don't want to do too much. Let's just leave it like this. Alright, so there's work, right? We just tweak, move things, push things, pull things, move things, push things, pull things. Even his face could be adjusted slightly, but this is a more cartoon face with large pupils, and we definitely can make the pupils larger. This is just a standing eye that I created. I don't believe his eyes should look like this, right? It's just a standing. Let's see what else needs to happen. Maybe like right here in his nose supposed to have like this kind of look, I'm going into the face already, guys. Grab that. Whoa, we have proportional editing. Let's turn that off. Let's move this forward a little bit of that to get that crease happening there that it's in the picture. You know, and even this guy has a subdivision surface on him. Subdivision surface on this. Turn that on. Subdivision surface on that. Oh man, this is bumming me out right here, guys. I don't know why. Why is that doing that? There's something weird going on there. Select everything. It's merged by distance. Oh, it's a little too much. Okay. We'll figure that out in time. We'll get rid of that. Meantime, I could just hit smooth. Still. Oh boy. Okay, guys. You know how it goes. Nothing is ever that perfect, and we always keep having to adjust things. Okay, so this is with subdivision surface on and this guy. And we still want, like, the reason why I put subdivision surface is because we still kind of want to see, you know, the look of the character surviving a subdivision surface, right? That's the most important thing. Like, when you subdivide it, how does he look? Right? I just did some kind of rudimentary eyebrows. I think this character might end up being a toy, so we gotta like model in some eyebrows, probably model a mustache, model like a little scruffy beard, so that, you know, you could so that they could 3D print it and make it into a toy. Now, at that point, right, I would start sculpting like the eyebrow to give you that eyebrow kind of effect, and then I'll also sculpt in the hair to give you that kind of hair effect. So we'll see how that goes in the future, if that will even be streamed. So far, yeah, so far so good. I'm looking, it looks somewhat proportional. I mean, we took great lengths to get this this guy looking proportional. I'll show you guys. Hold on. Okay. So these are the mock geometry here, but right here I have let's see if I can select that. Okay, there's a tool here for measuring. Go measure it. If I show, right, I put the height of the character in here, and I divided it up into 8 sections. That's for the 8 heads. So if you look at this this line, I don't know if you guys can see that. This line that goes across, this width of this line is the width of his head, from the top of his head to his chin. Sorry, the height of his head. And I took that and we made that echo all throughout the, you know, his body, so that we could get this kind of thing going on here. Let me make this picture bigger. Okay, this is what we're doing, guys, for proportions on the human right here. Right, so, you know, the top of skull to chin is the height of the head. Excuse me. And then you could take that and you could like put that around the body to make sure your proportions fall correctly. I'll show you what I mean by that real quick. So right here, if you notice, I kind of did like a scale thing for myself, like a ruled kind of thing. And I put the guy at 6 feet because, you know, it's all good. Scaling here is relative. So let's take, let's put the 3D cursor right there. Let's make a box the height of his head, and I'll show you guys how the proportions work real quick. Just in case if anybody out there knows. You may know. I mean, if I'm showing you this and you already know this stuff, you know, that's great, but you know, I don't know. The scale, believe it or not, these things actually do kind of matter. You know, you hear people say it, you know, you hear other artists say it time and time again, like the fundamentals. So I just made the square the same height of his head, right? It's more about the head height than the width. Okay, so let's scale the width. But his width, the width of his head has also got to be good too. Also, this image that you see here with the guy, I actually took that in the Gimp and mirrored one half of his face over to the other side so that we have the exact same face. The actual character face is not symmetrical like that, and later on, once we have the model completed, we could squash his head on one side a little bit to make it asymmetrical or whatever. I'm gonna make a split down the middle on this. Okay. So this is his head. This is his head shape right here. This box, and just like what it's saying here, let's go to solid. Okay, so this is what it's saying here. This is his head, and one head. This is his nipple. So one head from his chin to his top of his head to his chin right here. His nipples should be right there. So let's do that. Let's see like that. Let's grab that. Let's drop this. Oh, look at that. That might be, that's pretty close. It could be a little higher. Mine's could be a little bit higher. Let's zoom out. You know what? Let's view this as a wireframe or something. Let's do that. Where's the thing here? Display, set texture. Let's do wire on this. Let's do wire on that. Let's make the wire frames a little thicker. I think that's if you go here in themes, and if you go under 3D viewport, this is a wire color clipboard. Let's see here, with expenses selected, empty speaker. I think that's just, I'm not seeing anywhere else, guys, how to make this thicker. I'm just seeing right here and it's already kind of pretty thick. Edge width 4. I'm gonna just leave this alone for now. Okay, so let's go back into this view here. So you see, like right here we could adjust his thing based upon that, and if we rotate the head in the middle here, you get like the size of his shoulder. But this guy has like an extra wide shoulder because he's wearing like a tunic with like some sharp, a tunic like this shirt with a sharp kind of top, with a sharp shoulder, like shoulder pads almost. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna rotate this along the Y, I think 90. Okay, so we got the head rotated. Now if I bring this in the middle now of his chest, right? You can see like it falls, his head falls right there. So this is actually working. So his head falls right on the corner of his shoulders. That's great. We're working good so far. I think we need to sharpen it a little bit more, his shoulder, to get that kind of look. This is the thing that people don't like, but this actually helps your model, because if you bring your model within these parameters, all of a sudden it starts to look pretty good. Let's duplicate that head shape again. We're gonna bring it down. Okay, and this is where his navel is, so let's go, let's see. Okay, that's not bad. We kind of have his navel right there. We could adjust these meshes to make things line up better. Grab Y, Z on that. Let's just do that. Alright, that's kind of like his navel, and we can bring up his chest, his pecs a little bit more. Let's put on proportional here. Oh, that's a little bit big. Let's make it a little smaller. Okay, let's bring his chest up a little bit more. Yeah. Alright. Once you start bringing these things together like this, all of a sudden your character starts to look like something. Okay. I don't know, you guys might be able to see it, but if I select the things, you might see it here. I believe it could be thicker. If I go edit, you'll see it right there. See the edit? So that's this head right here. And then from the navel to his to the bottom of his chin is the end of his crotch. So this is, I know we'll definitely have to tweak that part because we're just working on this kind of shirt volume. Hold on here. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate that. Let's bring that down. Oh, we weren't too far off. Look at that. His crotch drops right there. That's interesting. We could make his crotch higher though. Let's do Shift Z. Select these things. Shift Z again. Grab Z. Let's move that up. Bring his crotch up a bit. Yeah, boy. Not bad. Okay. We're not adjusting his leg. And then from his crotch, that's where his finger points end right there. And guys, let's see this. So I'm gonna grab this guy, duplicate that guy, bring that guy down. So this is where the bottom of his finger ends where this head is, right? So I'm gonna select these here. We're gonna have to detach the arm in the future, and we're gonna have to work on the arm and the hands as a separate thing. But we have the general feel of what it is. So this right here, let's see. Dot, dot, dot. Okay. We got that, right? So this is supposed to be his arm right here. So I'm gonna duplicate this guy. Bring this proportional thing over. Let's just do a rotate on that guy like so. Let's see if, yeah, not bad. We were a little bit off. It's saying that it should be a little longer. I don't believe it. But, you know, who knows? We'll see. Probably in the end, it'll probably be longer by the time we're finished. But anyways, yeah, so that's kind of working. So all proportions are not too off. Alright, this is supposed to be the bottom of the knee here. So let's select this one here. Let's duplicate. Let's move this down. Okay, so that's the bottom of his knee, which is kind of what we have. Let's bring it up a little bit more. Alt Z. We could select all these. Grab. Oh, select the top here too. Let's go back to solid. Let's grab Z. I'm just bringing it up. Okay. So we have most of the important parts kind of all proportioned out. Right. This is kind of like our head thing. Let's bring this back over here. Pull that out there. Just leave that there. All right, guys. So yeah, let me just do a last cleanup on this, and we'll I'll show you guys this lazy bone thing I'm talking about. I mean, the name is not lazy bone. It's just like I can't remember the name of it, like right off the top of my head. Scale X to 0. I don't know what's going on here. Why is this on 3D cursor? Tool, item. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, so there's obviously work that needs to be done beside this model thing here. Alright guys, let's save this. Okay guys, I'm gonna take a no, let's take a look at that that bone thing. Hold on. And then we're gonna move into like some level design. Let's see what I did. I did Batman's cape. Rig. Yeah, this is some of the same images I saw. Look at this one. Now this is interesting. Just so somebody rigged this for sure. Look at this. That's interesting. So it could be rigged. Something I'm gonna like probably rig it the best I could, animate it, and then drop like in strategic points, drop like a cloth simulation on top of the animated thing and see if that is another layer of realism added on top of that. That's what I'm thinking. Right, you get a whole bunch of like nothing really, right? But then check this out. Let's see. How did I find the other one? Okay, so check this one out. This looks pretty good right here. So this is looking pretty good. Let's see, rig. This is kind of what we want right here. Okay. Rig code in Blender. So the person who let's see here. This is somebody on YouTube. This is what I'm talking about. Let's pause this for a minute. Just gonna play some ads. Okay, this is by, check this guy out. He has a tutorial on how to do it. This is Alba. I don't know if he's doing it. Is he doing this? That's strictly by. Let's see if he's using dynamics. I want to believe he's using dynamics. Let me see here. Basically, this is kind of what I have to do. Okay, yeah. So no, he's hand animating it, which is also cool too, cause you know, you could get that happening. Right? Let's do dynamic bones. That's probably a better name for it, dynamic bones. You know, I'm gonna save this guy thing because this is. I like stuff like this because it's pretty interesting. Let's just save this here. Yeah, this guy is just, you know, no, that's not the way. Okay, so let's do dynamic bones Blender. I believe this is the guy. Right? So check out this guy. Guys, you know, I don't have all the answers. I'm not the guru of everything Blender. But this guy, there's different people out there like Blender Guru. And this guy, what his name is Pierrick Picout. I think he's French. Picout. Yeah, Pierrick Picout. Check his YouTube channel out. But yeah, he's you know, he looks very pro. And I was watching his results and I was like, yeah, this is what I gotta do. So it's dynamic bones, not lazy bones. Yeah, lazy bones. That's funny. Lazy rig. So that's basically what you're trying to get right there. You know, like a reaction once a character moves. And it's probably pretty simple. You know, and he says it's pretty simple. And the way that he goes about it here, maybe you could even simplify yours even more. It'll probably take 2 seconds in Blender to actually set up. You know, so it may sound like I'm making a big deal of it, but I'm just trying to get my head into that space. I'm just scrolling through his stuff. I'm not going to stream what he did. You know, he seems, yeah, I think I've seen some of his characters already somewhere. Yeah, bone dynamics, bone collision. Yeah, like a little collision on. You see bone dynamics. You know, and there's plugins, of course. You know, people have these plugins. If you were in 3D Studio Max and you needed something, you would definitely something you definitely have to get a plugin for certain things. Yeah, that's what you want. So you need a collision mesh also for these bones to bounce off of. Yeah, look at his results. That's looking pretty nice. Right, the reason why you want bones too is because you want to be able to control it. And that's my point. You still want it to bounce around like cloth, but you want to be able to like have the character grab the dress and raise it up, or grab his bag off his shoulder and have it act naturally, you know. Like a cape, you know, you want the superhero to be able to grab his cape and spread it out. Alright, so this is like, you know, yeah, this is what we're looking for right here. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, check out this guy here on YouTube. Look like he has an answer to it. His name is Pierrick Picot. Very cool. Okay, guys, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and I'll be right back, guys. God bless. Hang in there. We ain't going anywhere. We're gonna come back with some level design. Okay? So I'll be right back.
Hey, hang on, you guys. I'll be right back.
Who's out tonight?
Hey, hang on, you guys. I'll be right back. going, you guys. I'll be right back. Hey, hang on, you guys. I'll be right back.
Massam, the upper back is bulgy, yes.
Hey, hang on, you guys. I'll be right back.
Hey guys, here we are. We're gonna get into some Soul 3000 game development, or just game development. Period. Let's do it. Sorry about that, guys. I know it took a little while there, but I had to do some things, you know. Kind of had a small. It was a pretty hectic day. Had a small nap, and kind of woke up with a slight kind of like. I took a little nap, like like an hour or something, and kind of woke up with a little bit of a cold. I don't know why. Just a little bit, not much. It'll probably go away in next hour or two. So I had to like use the bathroom. I had to like make tea. I had to kind of in the middle of a stream, and I'm sorry guys, but yeah, sometimes I just take a break, right? So anyways, we're back, and let's get into this level design stuff right here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Remember we were doing this door? Yeah. So let's get this door popping. Popping, that's funny. Let's get this door opening. I'm gonna do a little render on this to see what we got on the material side. It looks pretty standard. Okay, so there's a problem with Blender. Blender, when you're baking, it loves to do materials black. So you have to put like some kind of white thing in there so that you can get back the luster of your metal. And I think that's what happened with some of these parts right here. So let's work on the capturing this structure. Okay, that would probably involve just some baking. I'm not gonna do that. We're not gonna bake through the stream. You guys already waited a long enough here. Oh, what happened? Did everything just disappear? If you hold oh, there you go. If you hold shift. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, Blender has a lot of like cool shortcuts to it. Okay, so this is looking cool so far. We're not gonna mess around with this too much. I'm gonna leave this alone. Let's move into the arena part. That's what we've been waiting on. Let's save this. Let's go back to the main file and see if we can get the arena. Hallway, terrain, level hidden area, level hidden area. Just want to see if there's a hidden area section. Just making sure. Okay, let's see here. Collection model. That's what this model is about. Okay, let's do one thing at a time. Okay, we don't need that. All these are an export. This is being worked on. So let's turn all the export stuff off. This is like considered the high-res version. Okay. Let's turn the model on. Let's see if there's anything in here that's hidden. Nope. The collection on. Okay, there's nothing in there that's hidden, which is good. Okay, so we're gonna leave this. This is basically the object that we're getting to happen in here. Very cool. Very cool. Look, level hidden area hallway. Okay, we got the level hidden area down here. I'm just gonna fix this right here, like that. Nope. Let's try that again. Why wouldn't that? Oh boy. Whatever. Let's go ahead and select this. Let's check the terrain first. Okay, so obviously I probably just broke things up, right? Which is good. Okay, so that a high resolution terrain could happen, so we're gonna leave that alone. Come on, X-Nick, you're not opening your mouth when I speak. I think it's only when you reach those over a certain peak. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, let's select this. Let's select this one right here. But this is a hallway again. But this should be the full thing. Oh, yeah, boy. Look, this is it right here. This is a hidden area. Okay, so we're gonna take this guy. Let's put him in his own thing. Why is this working? Oh, got some extra stuff in there. Okay. No, we like random, guys. Let's set some random color in here. There we go. See things better. Okay, so this is all one. That's not too bad. Let's rename this. Call this hidden area arena. Okay, give that all name in their order. Okay, so I'm gonna import that into the final export so we can get proper scales happening. So I'm gonna open back up the hidden area hallway, and then we have a straight up hidden area. Okay, so hidden area hallway, right? We're gonna open up the export. We're gonna turn on the export things. Let's bring that other file in here. So we're gonna go append and hidden area. Double click on that, and we want to bring the collection, hidden area arena. Wow, nice. Look at that. Oh, we don't need the water in here right now. Let's get rid of that. Let's just do a rotate on this. Rotate. Let's go 90. Z-axis minus 90. Okay. Bring this up. Okay, let's see what we got. And this should be the door. Working out the logistics. Let's go to the top view. Let's go wireframe. Wireframe, not render. Let's do it up to here. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Okay, we just gotta adjust the heights on these things. Just gonna bring this up to here. Okay. Now you can see where like this is like really huge. Excuse me. I think the mic is pointed at my nose, so you guys probably hear me breathing and stuff. uh, let's do something like that. Let's see what that looks like. There. Yeah, so something like that. That's fine. Okay. Huh. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta do an adjustment here. Nick is not responding to like my voice commands. Just gotta tweak him. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, just testing. Okay. Okay, this should be a lot better. You just have to sometimes adjust a little bit here and there. Okay, I think this is good. Now, I don't know if you guys could see, there's a problem here. So the problem is that when we enter into this arena here, like the walls are a lot bigger, a lot taller. But then, like when we're in here, let's separate this arena. Let's go wireframe. This is not how the final arena would look. You know, we gotta actually model this thing properly. Let's get rid of all this mess right here. Right, so you see like where this here is pretty tall in the game, right? This is pretty high up. Excuse me. And then we have this extra high up thing in here. I'm thinking that this is gonna have to be sliced. So let's test out what that's gonna look like. We're gonna use a boolean to do it. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna come in here with a cube. Oh. Shift. Okay, let's do that again. Come in here with a cube. Scale the cube up. It's all good, guys. Scale Z. Let's grab it. All right, this is what we're going to use to slice. here. Let's apply the scales and rotations. Let's come here. Apply scales and rotations. Let's slice this and see what we get. I'm still trying to keep the feel and the vibe of it, but if slicing it is gonna mess it up, we need to know before, you know, we need to know like which design is gonna work. So here, let's go Boolean. Let's go fast. Yep, fast seems to work. Okay, you see what's happening there? So we have less of that design. It's more of a saucer thing. And this is not bad. I mean, this could be like a basin pouring in there, which is, I have to argue, which might be the better thing. Let's get this up to here. Let's go a little higher. Oh, we should go up to the wall, definitely. Okay, I still think this will work because we still have these things pouring in there. It'll probably work out a lot better. Yeah, I'm liking this, guys. Let's stick with this. Let's kill that. Let's go to top view. Let's slice this up. Let's use this knife project. Not knife project, bisect. Okay. Let's do something like this. Okay, we just cut it nice and clean. Let's bring this up to this edge right here. Okay. Just want to see what the water level is going to do in here. Okay, so this is going to take, you're going to be developing this area here, because this has got to look way more impressive than the lead up to it. It's loading up textures here. Yeah, this is what I want to see. That's an idea of what this is, what's happening here. These are some of like the little technical things, like you kind of want to keep yourself in order doing the stuff. Might as well get rid of all these for now. Then we can subdivide it later. Yeah, that'd be better rather than trying to straighten out all that. Yep. So wrap that. Let's scale this up. It's a much better deal. Let's see, where is the... There we go. Okay. Okay, so this is the water level for here. We're gonna test this out in an engine. We gotta see if this is gonna work. I'm gonna save this. Okay, let's make a whole new collection for this. It actually has one. Let's put this in the... Close the door up. Close export up. What is that? Okay. So this is basically what we're gonna have to work with here. Oh, that's for UVs. Let's put that into this collection right here. Save this. So basically, I'm thinking like the top here is going to be all man-made structure. The bottom here is going to be terrain. Excuse me. Can I select these things and do something with them? Probably I shouldn't. Let's just test it out. Let's give this a name. Call this arena. Arena water level. HA arena. Okay. Save this. I'm gonna apply scales rotations to this. This will probably have to be its own thing for sure. Probably centered and everything like that. Let's export this and see what we get. Export GLTF. Excuse me. Levels, extra level 1. Okay, this is where we're gonna put this stuff. It's a collision. This is hallway terrain, hallway structures. Okay, so all structures, terrain, collision. Okay, level, hidden area. Arena. HA underscore arena. Let's go ahead and make sure raw mesh no animation. Export it. Okay. Exporting it. Let's check it out. Okay, I'm gonna save this. You probably want this as a separate thing. You know what, let's separate that out while we're in here. One cool thing I love about Blender is you could copy and paste from one Blender to the next. So I could literally have this selected, press Ctrl C. I'm in a new Blender, Ctrl V, and bam, it just pasted like the mesh right in there. I'm not sure if other programs have that, but Blender has it and it's pretty cool. Let's do cursor to selected. Let's do that. Let's move this to 0, 0. Let's leave that alone. Okay. I'm gonna zero off everything. Let's do locations also. I'm just gonna save that. Call this arena. We do have concept art on this, so we're gonna definitely use that. Probably shouldn't even use this. Let's get rid of that. Delete. Put export back on. Save that. Close this. Close collection. Okay, I'm going to re-export that. Let's launch Godot. Let's load that in and let's see what it looks like. if it needs to be scaled up, if it needs to be scaled down. We got to figure out what's going on with it. Hey, of course, I want to big up all the newest followers. Want to shout out Mason. Mason, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in here and saying hello, of course, and just lurking. Mason, awesome. Want to shout out Anne Rainey, and yeah, Anne Regine. How's it going? Want to shout out Truth Algorithms. Thanks for subscribing. This wonderful man. 1 month subscription is awesome. And Urs_hub. How's it going? Oh, yours hub. What's up? Everybody else. Even want to shout out you know, everybody for trying to come in yesterday and say hello to me. That was amazing. Okay, let's check out this hidden area. Jump in there. Okay, there's a hidden area open. Let's drop in that basic model. The hidden area arena. Let's open that. No, this is just a standing, so we could just drop it as is. Here it is. Okay. Let's see if we get that material. Oh, we can't get a material in here. My bad, guys. Need to open this a different way. Just gonna undo that. Just delete nodes. Yep, let's bring that back in again. There we go. There we are. I'm just gonna drop this in here for now. Okay, we're back in action. This little arena, I'm gonna do a static mesh on that. The water, I'm gonna add a little water thing just to see how that's interacting. Your wastewater material. There's a wastewater. Okay, we're gonna go in here and see how it works out. If it's even working out. Save scene. So this is called gray boxing. Because it's basically you're building the level gray box. So I gray boxed all these levels. This hidden level was just a little spur of the moment type thing, but most every level in here I gray boxed at one point. And I know they work. Yes, look like it's working. Let's walk here. Yeah. So this is the arena. So this does feel open. Let's see how deep this gets. Okay, this gets pretty deep, so I'll definitely have to block the character off up to a point. She doesn't get too far in. Or we could do something like that in here. Let's see if we could do that. Yeah, the cylinder collision. Let's see how this works. Try to put like an invisible wall in there so he doesn't go into the deep end. Let's see how far he goes. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, should definitely not get go any further than that. I'm just gonna inspect this a little bit here. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be our new workspace, guys. We're gonna live in this area for a good while. Yep, we're gonna live in here for a good while, guys. So we've seen the culmination of our level design and flushing things out. You know how we do it. If you're enjoying this series of me going back and forth between character design and level design, please subscribe to me if you're on YouTube. Join, even better, if you really want to support what I'm doing and you really want to encourage me, please, guys, jump onto Twitch. Make a Twitch account, is free, or you could just hit the Twitch link even if you don't have an account. and you could come in and you could just watch. But if you want to chat, you need a Twitch account. No big deals. It's free. Come in, say hello, or just lurk and watch me, and you're gonna be supporting me as a creator, to to continue to create things in 3D for us to learn together, things like that. So if this stuff is interesting to you, and maybe you've been following me for a while, and you're not sure, should I really get down with what this exercise guy is doing? He's pretty strange. Radioactive Green Bear, next Nikki, she's a little bit of an airhead, but hey, we love her. But hey, guys, this is what it's all about. It's all about sharing, and it's all about doing things that you enjoy, which is like doing 3D design for me. Okay, guys, so God is good. I'll see you guys in a little bit. We're gonna continue working on this stuff, and I'm gonna whip out the. I'm gonna whip out the I'm gonna whip out the new the concept art, and just take a look. I'm gonna grab a screenshot of this like this. Let's save that. Let's whip out the concept art and see what we'll be working with. Okay. So let's see. Right here, let's take a shot like that. Let's kind of hide some of these little gizmo-y things. Okay, so this is what we got to work with. I'm gonna come in here. Let's grab some concept art up real quick. Let's take a look. Okay, level design and hidden areas. Okay, guys. Oh, here it is. Ooh, yeah, this is looking pretty fancy. So because like I had to shorten the height of it so that it works. I mean, I could have left the back piece kind of high. That would have worked, right? But now let's see if we could, you know what? Let's see if we could translate what we have here into the shorter kind of stadium looking thing here. Wow, we should make the back piece taller. Why didn't I think of that? Come on, guys. That would have been hot. Huh. No. Let's translate what we got here into that new form factor. I think that'll work better. I'm thinking here we need a lot more swampland. Yeah, this would be better if we just take this and squeeze it into that form factor for sure. Okay, guys. I mean, this looks much more epic though. But that's the way whole level design goes. You have all these lofty ideas, and in the end is what could be executed in 3D and make sense with the rest of the environment. Okay, guys. So, hopefully, this is all coming together for you. If not, then, just let me know what's going on. Okay. I'll see you guys in a little bit. God bless. Take it easy. Thanks, Mason, for stopping by. And yeah, if you want to see some animations, of course, as usual, that inspire me just a little bit, stick around to the very end. I'll see you guys in a little bit. God willing. See you guys tomorrow. And you enjoy the rest of your night and continue doing the things that you really like doing and that you have fun with. And putting Jesus first definitely makes the difference in anybody's life. I just have to put that out there. Lord, I love you, and I appreciate you who is watching me right now. I'll see you guys later. God bless. Bye bye.
Long, long ago, we were the slaves of the Urgoth. And eventually, after much strife, we broke free. And so we made our walls high. And our convictions strong. But there are many dangers. No one can survive out there on their own.
We found her last night, in the jungle.
They said she must have been out there for years.
It's not possible. I always knew this day would come. A new beginning.
And we'll get your son back. You have my word.
And yet, new enemies would be forged. A line would be crossed. Things would never return to the way before.
Where?
Look deeper, and you will see. Visions, Kelly. Your history. Your future. A life unlived.
You backstabbing rat! You sold us out! I never should have trusted you!
She's in the middle of it.
That's not possible.
The anthem swims through your mind. It knows you. It knows us all.